Hi, everybody. I really hope that you had a chance to get some rest and maybe even catch up on some of your work for this class or your other classes this past week. So I apologize for posting a day late, but I think, hopefully it didn't throw you off too much. We had a little bit of a light week on assignments last week, and this week actually isn't too bad. We've got a fun one this week. It is something called sociolinguistics, and this is where sociology and linguistics overlap. So let's just jump right into it and let me show you the assignments. All right. So we've just got 4 assignments for the week. The first 2 are due on Friday, and then the last 2 are due on Sunday. The first one is a quiz, and there's kind of a lot of questions, 20 of them, but it is based on this video, a documentary. The documentary is pretty long. It's almost an hour long. However, I think that you are going to find it fascinating. Now, this thing is kind of old. It is, from the 80s, and you're going to see that it's pretty dated, but the information in it is really interesting. It's really fascinating. It's all about different dialects of English spoken in the United States, and it just covers all kinds of different topics, interviews different people from around the US. And yes, this stuff is still extremely relevant. Interviews them about their attitudes, about the language and the dialects that they speak and people around them speak. And the questions are not too difficult. I would suggest, if you can, to have the quiz open at the same time that you're watching, and try to look for the quiz questions. You should see them in the order that you are going to hear them in the documentary. Okay. And then the next assignment is something from gender studies, language and gender studies. So these are 2 linguistic features called vocal fry and uptalk, and these are features that have been observed in the speech patterns of young women, although everybody uses them from time to time. So you can get an idea, watch some videos about what these are, you can read about them, and then at the bottom I ask you some questions about them. Okay, and then our last 2 assignments that are both due on Sunday, these are about something called African American English Vernacular or African American Vernacular English. It's said both ways, sometimes called Black English. And then there's another term that you may have also heard that is sometimes used, Ebonics is also a term that's used. So the first one is just a summary about the features of Black English, and so I'm asking you about that. Just tell me the features. And then the last assignment is a discussion. So I've got a number of sources for you, a little movie clip, some websites that you can kind of skim, and some articles to read. And then you're taking a look at this ad here, and then I ask you some questions about it and to respond to it. And then that takes us to the end of the module. And speaking of modules, I wanted to remind you about the extra credit. Here's where you can find the extra credit assignments if you need them. Of course, they're optional, but they are here. And then the very last assignment that you're going to see, so everything else is up here. The only other thing that I'm going to post is our final reflection assignment. And so I will have that posted up about midweek, so in just a few days. And what that is going to be is one last assignment where I'm going to ask you to choose any two topics from the course that we have covered. So you can choose, you know, look back through all of the assignments, look back through the modules, and just, you know, anything that you were particularly interested in, you know, anything that you remember that made an impact on you that you want to learn more information about. So you're going to choose two different topics and just do a quick Google search to find more information. This is not a formal research paper, so you don't have to, you know, use MLA or APA formatting or anything like that. If you, I do want you to link whatever source that you find, though. So, because I'm always looking for new sources and new, you know, articles for my class. So, I'm just going to ask you to share that information with me. Just give me a quick summary of the information that you found, and that will basically be it for our final reflection. Okay, so that's going to be pretty much it for the class. If there's anything that you have questions about, or you know, anything on your grade, especially looking back from the beginning of the semester, anything that you think that I made a mistake on, or that I may have missed grading, or you just had a question about, please let me know. For the final reflection, even though my official class policy is that I have that 1 week grace period for turning in late work, I will not give you the opportunity to take a whole week. I have to turn in grades the Monday after finals. So that is actually December 12th. That is the day that we, at noon, that is the day that we have to turn in grades. So the official due date for the final reflection is going to be December 9th at midnight. So you won't have a full week to turn that in. You're going to have to turn that in on that day or very shortly after, just to give me enough time to get that graded and get your grade figured out. Unfortunately, you know, we really have a quick turnaround on those. So please, you know, get everything in, try to get, you know, as much of your grade in as you can. There's just, you know, that's just how the grades work at, in our district. Okay, let me know if you have any questions or any problems with anything, and I will be talking to you later. Okay, bye-bye.